so you get these requests from your fans. They want you to like obviously they're guys. They want you to like show and do as much as possible. Um, do you ever feel a way like do you have any fans who are married or have girlfriends and does that make you feel conflicted?
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, there are people that are very unhappy in their marriage, and they talk to me and they actually feel more relaxed, and they feel like that they get more energy and they can be happier at home. Then there are times when you think, hold on a minute, this is not appropriate. you know like if someone just had a baby or something like that. Normally I
It's
just
always
and
the amount of guys that have reached out to me right when their, like, wife or girlfriend is pregnant or right after they've had the baby.
yeah,
There's something about the birth of a child or like, the
yeah,
child about to be born that makes guys, I think, freak the fuck out, and I think
yeah,
they're considering their, like, virility or their masculinity or, like, if they're still hot. I don't know. It's I swear to God, it's like something goes on in their brain.
totally. And you know what? I find it so inappropriate. Like, to me, that's really inappropriate. I don't like that, because if I was a woman, I just had a child, and my guy's sitting there chatting with some other girl, I would not be happy. I
It
mean, imagine
sucks.
the
Yeah, you
hormones, everything that you're going
You
through. No,
feel, like,
it's
abandoned or used, and
yeah,
I wonder how much of it is biological, like, a male's biological imperative is to literally spread his seed and reproduce, and it's almost like,
yeah.
is there something in the back of your brain that's like, "Okay, I've done that, let's move on to the next one," because it's like you've crossed the finish line as a man, in a
It
sense.
probably is.
Yeah,
It probably is. It's like men are hunters.
yeah,
Oh,
and it's like and it's
yeah,
also men really like, like diversity. Like, all right, maybe it's like
they
it's
do.
something goes off and you're like, all right, now I want to try to get a different
They
looking
do.
woman pregnant. I don't know.
They do. They
I'm
do.
making excuses. I'm making excuses for
Spread
bad
seed,
behavior. Do you ever so like have you ever had to draw the line? Have you ever had to say like back off or like focus on your lady? Does that must ruin the
Yeah,
sexting though.
I've done that times. Like, exactly like how I said to you, when someone just had a baby and things like that. I'm like, I'm not comfortable. You should really go home and spend time with your wife or girlfriend, and yeah. And then there are times when guys, I mean, not all guys are lovely, not all guys are nice. I mean, there are guys that come in and just super abusive, want to call you names and this and that, and I just don't tolerate that.
Do you
I
just not respond? Or do you
just block. I just tell them to get off my page and just block them. Like, I don't need that money. Like, I'm not gonna tolerate anyone abusing me. You
yeah.
know. So yeah, definitely not. Then there are the guys that kind of want to emotionally blackmail you, like yeah, there are that
Like
those.
how?
Well, I've had guys that you literally like just want all of my attention nonstop.
Oh, like an
I
energy
cannot do
vampire.
that. Yeah, I cannot do that. Like, I'll give you as much attention as I possibly can, but I do have many fans. I can't just be
Yeah, you
focused
have
on that.
80,000 subs on
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
I do. So, like, it's obviously not all of them are constantly chatting to me, or I would go crazy. But I have my core guys that I talk to, and my boyfriends,
It
you know.
must be hard too because we all know that feeling like after you've talked to somebody where you're like you're exhausted and you feel like, oh,
Yes,
like there's people in your life they either give you energy or they take energy
yes,
away.
yes,
And you'll know who that person is like when you're
exactly.
done talking to them if you're like, I gotta take a nap, I gotta lay down. And
Oh, good. Yeah, yeah.
do you set like certain times of the day that you spend just to respond to messages so that it's not like consuming your whole day?
Yes, yeah, I do. I try to keep some sort of schedule, but obviously my boyfriends, like, they, whenever they're online, I go online. So
What does
because
someone have to do to be in the boyfriend category?
they're just there all the time. They would talk every day, and I send them, morning videos, and we talk
Oh.
every day. It's really cute. It's super sweet, you
That
know.
is cute. Do they send you videos back?
Sometimes they do. I had a wonderful boyfriend. Even wrote me a song. It's good. I mean,
Someone wrote me a poem the other day, and I was like, "Oh my
isn't it
god."
nice? Isn't it nice to get that
It's
sort of
so
attention?
nice.
I'm like, wow, I had to go become an OnlyFans girl for someone to write me a song. I never have.
Right? You don't have to, like, bang a bassist. Ugh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sounds better. That's so nice. Do you ever so they'll send you, like, pictures and photos back, and then you're just like, "Okay, that's nice."
yeah, yeah. It's really nice.
That's
Yeah.
good. Do they get jealous of each other? Like, they must know that they're not alone.
Some of them do, but at the end of the day, like I do have my favorites,
Yeah.
but I guess they don't try. They try not to ask too much.
Have you
Sometimes
met
they're not to know.
have you met any of these people in person?
No,
Okay.
you can't do that, and I don't think I would. It would kill the fantasy, or
Yeah, because what if you meet them in their
yeah,
private
it would kill
town?
the thing that we have. And I honestly believe that you can generally have a relationship without meeting. You honestly can. Nowadays you can.
Really, though? But they can't install an air conditioner.
That's true. That is true. But I mean, the connection is just as real if it's online. I really, honestly, truly believe. I
That's
believe.
true. Yeah, everyone's different, like, some people, like, you can get your needs met just,
Yeah,
through talking, and it's like you're a Pisces, so it's like you're all into, like, communication and feelings and, like,
yes,
that connection. It's like you may not always necessarily and also depending on, like, what your love languages are too, it's like you may not need to see, someone in person, but
exactly. So this is all very new to me. This is all this stuff I find out like now with my OnlyFans, that you can actually feel something for someone that you never met. You
oh,
know,
yeah, like
you
pen
have the connection.
pals.
You know,
Yeah.
and
Aw.
you can have great sex too.
Do
Actually,
you yeah, so are you dating anybody right now? No.
no, but I have. You know what? I don't have the time. I have my boyfriends, and I'm perfectly happy with them.
Okay.
My boyfriends, I have my Oxford.
Oh, yeah, you have to
I
lock him
need
out. You have to lock him out if you're having alone time.
yeah, exactly.